Let's see. Streaming, and then what do we want? The YouTube link, or do we want the
Sure.
Facebook? Facebook or YouTube? I got. They're
Well, I'm
on
gonna
both.
send my buddy the YouTube link.
Okay. Well, the YouTube link will be right here. Hang on. Let me make sure.
No, I got it already.
Oh, look at you go. You're like resourceful like that.
On it. Or at least I try to be.
Well, plug your nonprofit.
Perfect. So I'll do better than plug the nonprofit, actually.
Yeah.
Drummingforall.com is a nonprofit just for drummers. We take in donations from all musicians, but we really try to focus on the drumming community. So we take in donations and we use that money to pay for drum lessons for kids around the world that can't afford them. We take in gear as donations too. So a gentleman, I want to say in like late November, donated a drum set, and we shipped it. It was a couple $100. We had to ship it to California, and I'm in Pennsylvania. But we used the donation money that we get, and we shipped a drum set to this kid in California who takes lessons with the program. His mom's a single mom of 3. You know, she works 2 jobs. She can't afford lessons for any of the kids. Found us, and he's been taking lessons, and now he's got a full Pearl drum set.
Beautiful.
So
man.
the program it works, and there are people who want the lessons that wouldn't be able to afford them, kids or adults as well. We have a gentleman who he is on disability right now. He's a vet, and he can't afford lessons, but he absolutely wants them, and we have a teacher teaching him right now. And he doesn't really use his foot, so he's just using his hands right now on a practice pad, but he's doing it. So the special thing I was going to tell you was that I actually on the first of every month, and I'm behind because it was New Year's, on the first of every month we pull out a raffle winner, because we do monthly raffles for the program. So if a person is a monthly donor to the program at drummingforall.com/donate, then they automatically get entered into each month's raffle. So I'm going to pick the winner of the December raffle right now.
Oh wait! We got to do this the right way, man.
Sure.
So,
Yes. And the winner is. How about this one? So this says Texas. Let's make sure it comes through here. I don't know if you can see that.
I cannot.
Let's make sure so nobody calls me a liar. Usually my camera wants to zoom in.
Yeah. You're getting myopic there. You know what? You can scan it. Because we can't. I can't see it.
There you go,
wait
Texas.
A minute. Texas. Okay.
Bam.
Yeah. Bam.
All right.
Like
so
that.
Texas is a student of mine, and I had 2 students named Aaron at one point, and this one lived in Texas, so I changed his name to Texas.
Nice. And Spencer
right.
Hanning in the chat says double
There he
drumming,
is.
old school style. Hey, Spencer Hanning, how you doing, man?
Spencer is one of my students as well.
Beautiful.
So like I said, we do a raffle every month. Anybody who donates monthly gets double the raffle tickets. And Texas has got some gear coming his way.
Nice.
And I let people choose like what they want. So right now we've got two snare drums up for raffle. But if somebody doesn't want one, because snare drums are kind of a special thing, as you know. And so if somebody doesn't want that particular snare, they can pick anything off of our merch site. And get themselves a sweater or something like that. So it's growing, and anybody who's interested, they can go to drummingforall.com.
Beautiful. That's great, man. I'm working with a foundation at Seattle Drum School. It's called it's Means for Dreams, and we're not quite up and running yet. We're getting the whole donations thing together and putting that out. But it's coming together, and it's going to be sort of a similar thing here in the Pacific Northwest zone. So I'll keep everybody posted on that. But
cool.
I just wanted to make sure that you got to plug your foundation, man. I think that's
Appreciate
awesome.
it.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, what else is happening in the drumming world? It's
I'll tell you. I flipped my kit. As you know, I'm a lefty,
yeah.
but for the new year, I thought it would be a good idea. I really wanted to do this. I flipped the kit over. I stripped it down so I'm without all my toms, as you're used to seeing.
Oh wow.
And I've now got my ride on the right and my hi-hat pedal on the left. So I'm basically rocking a righty kit like yours. My hi-hat's still in the middle, but I am trying to just focus on right hand on the hi-hat, leading with my right foot. And it's sloppy.
Dude, you're a lot better off than a lot of people playing opposite. I'll tell you that. I mean, you sound, just playing that little bit you got right there. What's funny, man? God, just the way great minds think alike or something. But I had this whole concept in today that it's like leading with the opposite hand.
Yes.
I was thinking, God, that'd be kind of a fun thing to talk about. And then look at you, man. You've already switched everything over. And so, so one of my things, you tell me about what you got going on while I set up a scene here, because I'm going to need to set up a little wider angle. But you go ahead and talk about what you're doing here.
Well, I'll actually just play a little bit because I just need some practice leading with my right. So anybody watching who's like, who's this guy? Why does he sound like crap? It's because I flipped my drum, so I'm backwards here. But I want to get good at like steady quarter notes on my hi-hat foot, right?
Yep.
So yeah,
that's where it all starts.
Right. See? You get into the complex like 16th note thing with the.
Are you familiar with the Gary? Are you familiar with the Gary Chafee fatback exercises?
No.
Okay, I gotta send you these because that's really what is going to solve it.
Okay.
Yeah. The fatback exercises, what they do is it's like, so like start with like quarter note on 1, 2, 1, 2. Like kick drum, snare drum. 1. No. Yeah.
Oh.
1, 2, and then now move that kick drum over to 1E 2, 1E 2.
Okay. Like that?
Yeah, but play an ostinato on the hi-hat.
Sure.
Play something on the hi-hat. Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Would you do that with the quarter notes on the hi-hat foot?
Exactly. Yeah, you practice that with the quarter notes on the hi-hat.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Ah! Shit. All right. I switched so that suddenly now my left foot was just doing what my bass would normally.
Right.
Cool.
Hang on, I had
All
a
right.
little snafu on the camera thing there
No worries.
for a minute.
All right. Wow, I just want to loop it at least one time. The last beat's the same either way you slice it. That one's for you, Spencer. All right, back to it.
All right, hey man. I'm back. So check this out. Check this out right here. So I hang on. Let me fade over to this. Okay, so dig this right here. One of the things I like to teach is this right here. So like the disco pattern.
Okay.
Like that. So you got that right there. The 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the 1. Okay, so if you want to develop ghost notes, what you can do is you can start here. 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E and the 1E and the 3E and the 3E and the... See that right there? So... Yeah, so you would lead it with your hang on, let me come back over to ours right there. Yeah. So you would end up leading it with your 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a, you would end up you would do this right here. You know, 3 and the 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the So no, play it like you normally play it. You know, like so if you're playing a disco thing, you're gonna lead with your left. 1E and
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so now play your right hand on the snare drum, but lead with your left. 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4E.
Right.
Yeah, no. So now for a righty like me, playing right hand lead. It's gonna when I play my left hand on the snare on the hi hat, it's gonna sound like this right here. So for you, if you play it like this,
But I'd want to play it leading with my right, because that's the configuration I'm trying to run.
So okay, so then you would go.
Wait. Right, so right legs, right left, right left.
Right left, right left. Yeah. Yeah, so try it. Just humor me and try it with your right hand on the hi-hat, and then play it like you normally play it.
Okay.
Yeah, but make that ghost note on the snare drum if you don't want it to sound clunky. Like that, make that ghost note super, super quiet on the snare,
okay.
Except for the 2 and the 4. You want that to approximate the chick sound on a hi-hat. So to play that, to get that, you've got to play it like, yeah.
Wow, that's not easy. Okay. Weird.
Yeah.
All right, what else?
I like it that you tighten your snare drum up too a little bit.
Yeah. Well, what I did was I brought my hand right to the middle. Like I'll go, I love the Attack Red Dot because it's got this really focused center. And then if you come out from that, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
So all I had to do was just pull into the red, and now I really hear it. It really just wants to get louder and louder if you're not careful. Wow, love it. Okay.
Yeah, man.
What's something else I could try to do on the spot here to kick my own ass, leading with my weak hand? Purdy shuffle.
Here. I got one for you.
Sure.
Yeah, so what's happening there? So 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet.
Okay. Wow, my left hand doesn't like its new job. Right?
Yeah, no. So, well, what's happening there is, yeah, exactly.
That was my strong hand. So strong hand lead, easy. My weak hand, and that was terrible.
Yeah.
Sounds so much better on one side.
Yeah.
Okay. I like
So
that.
no, check this out right here. Watch this right.
Right. Move it around.
Like that, you know, and kind of mess around with that.
Yeah, I'm without Tom's. Well, I guess I can grab my.
Oh, you got no toms. No, jeez, no, leave the toms off.
Ah! Come on, switch. Okay. Yeah, I like that a lot. I'll mess with that for sure.
Yeah, that's just remember to keep the triplets
Yeah.
So check it out. Here's the other right here. Here's one for you. One triplet, two trip, three trip, four trip, one trip, two trip, three trip, four trip, one trip, two trip, four trip, one trip, two trip, three trip, four trip. Isn't that weird?
Especially on the weak side. Ah!
Spencer had a question for me here.
Sure.
He's asking what kind of drums am I playing? These are Stone Custom, built by a guy named Bernie Stone right there in Indiana, Fort Wayne. Yep, Bernie, and we just
I'm gonna play while you're talking. But
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Bernie and I we have we've been friends for a good long time, and so what pretty much happened was I was the guy who built his website in the beginning, and he built me 2 kits. He says, I'm going to build you a road kit and a studio kit. And I was like, okay, studio kit, road kit, that's freaking awesome. I wasn't expecting all that because I just built him a website, right? And then he sends me this kit, this white marine pearl kit, 8, 10, no, not 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and a 17 by 20 kick. This thing's absolute perfection. And the serial number on the kick drum is 002. And then, so 002 through 006. And then, so I'm at the NAMM show in 2014, and then this bad boy comes in. This is made out of koa and cherry wood. And you can't, I don't think you can get koa wood anymore. It's on like the endangered wood list. So this thing ain't going anywhere. This is like the best sounding drum kit I've ever had in my entire life. Never had anything like this before or since. And yeah, so Bernie and I, we've been friends for a long time, and we're just, you know, he's gonna build me an 8-inch tom and a 20-inch tom, and
Nice.
so he, what's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna end up coming back there and setting him up with a podcast, just kind of like what we're doing here. He wants to do sort of a, you know, people hanging out talking about drums sort of thing himself. And I'm like, well, I've been encouraging that with him for a long time now. So, you know, I really, really want him to get on that. So, so Spencer asked for a drag rudiment. What do you what drag rudiment do you know other than that one that you like made me go running scared with? Can he?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Dude, that was like, that thing was nearly pornographic.
It really, that's a great word for it.
It was just wrong, man. It was like, no, I can't believe this is hard. This hurts my head, this thing. It just, oh my God.
Pick up the guitar. Leave me alone.
Yay, jeez. I'm a meathead rock drummer.
Yeah, I like, you know, the drag rudiments are, I mean, let's start with the dragadiddle.
Try crunching them a little bit. I got a little new snare drum here.
Yeah, that sounds great.
So,
snare.
yeah, it's Ray Ayat of Ayat Drums gave it to me when he was at Thai Drums, and it's a little tin, 4x10 stainless, and it's a little, like you said, a little popcorn, and oh man, it's badass. It's I gotta watch my language here. We're on Seattle Drum School too, so. I figured this would be cool to pipe out to the Seattle Drum School, and yeah.
So yeah, the drag diddle, right? Like that one.
Yeah, but do try to buzz it a little more.
Well, it's either a buzz or it's not, right?
Yeah, but you know, play it closed. Yeah, so it's like playing them open and playing them closed. It's two different things. So what about a drag paradiddle number 2?
What's that one? I don't remember that.
That one is I'm thinking drag paradiddle number 1. I love playing snare drum. I love playing two different surfaces for rudiments because you can really get musical with them, you know? What did I do? Yep. Yeah, it's kind of a neat one, you know. Oh, thank you, Spencer. You know what? Form is everything, man. Form really is. I have students. If you go to karate class and you have like a black belt master in there, what's the first thing they're going to bust you on when you come in if you're new? There's your form. It's just form is everything, man. It really is. Yep. Yeah, yeah. Play it or here. Play your ride cymbal. Play your ride cymbal and then play between your ride and just accent on the snare drum. Yeah.
Double strokes have always been a weakness of mine.
You know the way around that, right?
Don't tell me accent on the second note because that's easy in theory. But actually applying it to like a drag, for example, which is just a quick double. I can't do this. Is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah, accenting the second one, but you know what it is just realizing that the stick wants to travel upwards. The faster you go, the higher they want to go.
Okay. So
it's maintaining a lower level of stick while you're still, while you realize the forces that be want that stick to rise up.
Okay, I see what you mean. They want to float.
They want to float higher.
Eventually, if I'm not careful, it just turns into.
Dude, you're so close. You're so close to having them together, man. Watch this. Can you do this? Like that? Yeah. Yeah, so that's it.
So I guess let's say I'm doing like a drag beat.
That sounds fine.
But it doesn't feel like a full double stroke.
Well, drags. First of all, drags are ornamental notes. They're not meant to be powered through. The drag part of it,
Sure.
those aren't meant to be powered through. Those are more of like grace notes. If you hang something on a tree branch that's too heavy, it's going to break the tree branch off. So you don't want to hang something on there too heavy because all of a sudden it becomes its own thing. You see what I'm saying? It becomes its own part, just like breaking a tree branch off. So what you want to do is just remember that those little drags, they're just little grace note things. So what you're doing with double strokes at proper is you're actually, you know, like I said, they want to go higher and higher. So it's a matter of maintaining a lower stick height while coming to the grips and coming to the realization, and grips, pun intended, that you know, that they're going to only come up so high. And yeah, and so if you can slide in on that angle, you know, and right now it's just a matter of getting your head around it, because you've got the physicality to do it. You just haven't gotten your head around you know, letting go of the misconception of what you think they are. So really what they are is just, it's a matter of being able to play to strong, you know, like I can't reach all the way around there and be all the way over here, but you know, that's the thing, is that you know, strong doubles come from that the principles that you already have.
Right.
Yeah, you're good, man.
All right, let me try it. I want to feel that floating hand thing. Yeah.
There it is. Just don't go back to don't go back to loosening up and getting back in the front of your hand.
Right.
Don't do that.
Yeah, it feels, well, certainly you'll burn out eventually, but like so you said like double stroke proper. So that's more of what I'm talking about. When because I really have been lately just pushing on, you know, what am I not great at? Let me just push on that. I'm gonna flip my drum set so that my weak hand would stop being my weak hand, you know.
Well, that's double. Yeah, you. So no, you're there with your double strokes. You just don't realize it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just. Yeah. It's for you. It's just a matter of like, it's just a little push in another direction. It's like, okay, don't go back to playing. You like. You see what my hands are doing here?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, don't go back to doing that. See what my hands are doing here? Fingers. The fingers are. So like when I say, that's the first part of a double stroke right there.
Right.
That, and then that's the second part of a double stroke. That right there, that's the exploded version of a double stroke. That and that. So 1, 2. Notice that I didn't bring my hand up like that to make the stroke. I just brought my arm up a little bit and just dropped. Just like a little flick of the wrist to drop it and then snap it in like that. Yeah, yes, yeah, you got it right there. So now it's just a matter of controlling that and see, making that second accent is real easy, because all you got to do is just pull that snap. Yeah. Now do that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Now just even them out. And just even them out and let them fly, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And this little finger right here, that's the strongest finger on your hand, and the reason why is because it connects directly to muscle. And that's why you can carry 40 bags of groceries up 10 flights of steps. Except, you know, you're going to cut all the circulation off eventually. But no, seriously. Hey, but check it out. Also, it's the farthest point. Like, say, most people pinch right here in their thumb and their index finger. Right. That's where their grip is. That's where mine was when I was younger. But when I got older and started developing more efficiencies, because of my other deficiencies, I started moving my grip back to here. And so now you see the way my hand moves, and it can kind of controls the stick.
Yes.
So so what ended up happening was okay, I don't need my index finger out on the stick so much anymore. And then so my thumb just kind of rested in between my index finger and my middle finger. And so now I've got these three fingers back here that ride on the stick, that control it. My thumb is barely touching the stick, and my index finger is kind of like the tensioner on a 10-speed bike chain. It just sort of adds a little bit of tension when needed. And what that does is it lets me loosen up the entire front of my hand.
Yep.
And instead of being tight and pressing right here, because I can't do this anymore. Pinching right here hurts for me because I'm old and my hands are wearing out. Well, I'm not old, but you know what I'm saying. My hands are older than my body, than my brain.
Old. You're not actually old.
I look old. I'm not exactly. So that's that right there. That using this. So leading with the wrists. Yeah, that's Spencer knows what's up. So, and if you can do that right there. That's just a little drop snap thing. Yoni Madar can do that thing that guy. Whew.
That's a technique too that I never.
Well, now you got it. That drop snap thing right there. That is the double stroke. That's the double stroke method right there. But if you just do it over and over and over and over again like that, and start doing that, then your double strokes are going to get that much better.
Yeah.
So that's the whole motion right there to make your double strokes go through the ceiling.
Right.
And so if you want to get Chafee on it, if you want to get Gary Chafee, the motion for that is up, down, 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 up, down. Look at my hands right here. I'm not letting my fingers fly out.
Correct.
Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, like that.
That was actually something I noticed the first time we did this, was that you were big on that pull up and not letting the sticks open up so much necessarily, but just pulling up with the wrist.
Here's an exercise for you. So pretend like you're sitting at a drum set, but there's a drum sitting here, suspended, and you're playing up underneath it.
Oh, okay.
Think about that. You feel that snap?
Yeah.
Okay, so your upstrokes your downstrokes are only as good as your upstrokes.
Okay.
So if you're playing fast singles, gravity is your friend on the way down. Coming up is not your friend. So
Like that. Imagine hitting a drum up here.
So yeah, snapping upwards like that, getting it up off the pad like that. That's going to develop some new wrist muscles for you.
Okay.
And watch this right here. Here's something else you can teach your kids. So when you're making a stroke, you're not just making one stroke, you're making two strokes, because you're making a downstroke and an upstroke. So if you're teaching kids how to play, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you want them to be able to play the E's and the Ah's, 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 and like that. Yeah. Check this out. 1 E. 1 E. So you attach the bass drum note onto the backstroke. 1 E and 2 and 3 E and a 4 and like that.
Yeah, you're always doing twice as much as you think. You're hitting it once, but you're actually coming up and down. So there's two movements for each one.
Yep. And now that you're aware of that your double strokes are going to improve with that as well. Yeah, there it is. There it is. It's like watching a baby bird trying to take off out of the nest, man. I'm intrigued. Keep going. Look at you go. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's it. What I was trying to explain before was like just smoothly putting it in there. I was always a single stroke drummer.
Yep.
I like to joke that I think I quit taking drum lessons the day before he was going to start teaching me double strokes. And so just for a decade, an even decade, the most important decade of my life as a drummer before I became a teacher, of playing 2 shows a week. You know, I don't know what other 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds were doing, but I was booking gigs with my metal band and practicing, you know, every couple of days and 2 shows a week. And it was all single stroke. So I got really good at pushing through those singles. You know, in a metal band, 2 blast beats, all
yeah.
note at a time, and then, you know, no finesse. I tend to feel like me as a drummer back then, no finesse. So skill, talent, all that stuff fine, but no finesse, no smoothness. Definitely no jazz to be found. You know, it was all just like metal and rock stuff. And then as time went on, and I started teaching the rudiments, started finding that my double stroke was like, ugh, what? And it was all because of that. The accent was on the 1. It was this. And you're forcing it. You're forcing that index, like you were talking about. You're forcing the index to do too much work.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, yeah, it just feels, you know, maybe going from like singles to doubles. Still feels sloppy. It doesn't feel comfortable.
Do you have the book Syncopation?
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah, get that out. I think it's page 23.
Okay.
Let me pull it up here. Hang on a second. I got it in my.
I'll let you go here in a minute, but we can finish up here. Yeah, 8th notes and 16th notes.
Yeah. So 16th notes. Play the 16th notes as double strokes, and play the 8th notes. So go ahead and flip over a couple of pages. I think it's maybe page 24 and 25, or 25 and 26.
Yeah.
It's when you start getting in the partials.
Yeah.
So one hand, you know, if you lead with your right hand, then your left hand is going to have all the and ahs, and your right hand will be the 1 E's. And if you lead with your left hand, the left hand will be the 1 E's, and the and ahs will be the right hand.
Okay, yes.
Yep. And you know, these pages right here, these are going to, like, all of your stroke rolls, like when you get down to the one, yeah, all your stroke rolls are going to get covered here. This is the thing. These are the exercises that I give to my students when they're starting to learn all the stroke rolls, because they're like, what do all these mean right here? And I'm like, well, these are duration. You know, these are rolls for duration. So what we need to do is we need to learn how they break down. And once you learn how the rolls break down, then it's easy to play them, because you just realize that all you got to do is just roll over to a specific spot, and then there's a tap at the end of it that, you know, that signifies the end of the roll. Or the tap can be put in the, you know, you could put the roll at the tap at the end or the beginning.
6-stroke rolls.
Mm-hmm. Not so much anymore. Play 6-stroke rolls like paradiddle diddles. Paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle, paradiddle diddle. Try them like that.
Yeah.
No. Play them a little slower, and get that double stroke thing happening. Think about your double strokes. Like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't slap. Don't slap with the shoulder of the stick.
Well, I got my. I'm on my desk here.
Yeah. Don't slap. Keep going, and then that accent on the double strokes will eventually die off and get out of the way, and your double strokes are going to be like killing, dude. Try a pair, and now try a paradiddle diddle diddle. Paradiddle diddle diddle. Paradiddle diddle diddle. Paradiddle diddle diddle is going to switch hands.
Right, it switches.
Right, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, left. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you're switching, dude.
Oh yeah, it's switching.
Right.
Left, right,
Okay.
left.
That's what it was. I was watching the wrong hand. Sorry.
That's it.
See, I was taking you literally, dude. Say, yeah, you got to go, right?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I got to run to a in-person lesson, which is a rare thing for me.
Dude, it was great hang today.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are we're doing this next week again, I think?
I'm here.
Okay. And one of my plugs, I just recorded a song for Mike Keneally and Marcelo Radulovic.
Yes.
Mike Keneally basically basically writing, drawing a napkin sketch on the guitar onto onto an MP3 file. Then he sent it over to my friend Marcelo. Marcelo wrote words to it and added other stuff, and he sent it over to me, and I added the drums to it. I came up with a drum part, and it was like it's a musical turduncan.
And you were last on that chain.
I was last on that chain, and I had to add, I had to come up with a drum part to fit, and nothing was congruent.
Sure.
It was all odd time and weird, and I had to figure out where everything broke and how to phrase things and how to transition from A to B to C, then back to A, and to me it's kind of like doing Sudoku or a crossword puzzle or something.
Well, I'd want to hear that. When can I expect to hear that?
Hopefully soon, whenever they say go.
Right.
But right now it's still being produced and put together, and
Sure.
yeah. But hey, man, listen, go do your thing, go do your home person lesson, and I'm gonna go get a lint roller and clean the cat hair off of my microphone here.
There shouldn't be any on there at all. There really shouldn't be.
No, right? I mean, if you have a cat, you're going to get cat hair on the mic, is what I've come to understand here.
Even if the cat doesn't have any musical abilities and doesn't go near the mic.
The cat, yeah. Well, when you walk in, from upstairs to the downstairs or something, you bring it in on your clothes and all.
Yeah,
it's like
it wafts in the air.
And yeah, it does. But we're fastidious about vacuuming too. We got a Dyson V10, and I think we're gonna have to get the V15 with the dirt lasers. I'm going to buy that for my wife for her birthday. Yeah, she's going to be real happy with me over that purchase, isn't she?
To do that. Not supposed to do that. Never give a woman a cleaning product for a birthday.
I am totally kidding, man. I am totally kidding. God bless her, man. She's a sport about it too. She would totally laugh.
Okay, good.
And then kill me, and then laugh as she's killing me.
My wife would convince me that she thought it was funny with her laughter, and then I'd never see light again after that.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, that thing, yeah. Yeah, that thing, yeah. Oh, yes, this is so nice, honey. Yes, okay. And then the next thing you know, you're in the hospital. All right, man. Well, hey, listen, have yourself a merry little afternoon, and Happy New Year, brother. And I'm glad we're back on the saddle here, so...
2023, I'll see you in a week.
Okay, to everybody else, peace out. I'm Bill Ray, and that's Carlos, and we're the guys with the middle initial G.
There we are.
All right.
Peace,